Field, he gets his medal presentation. Put your hands together for Rodney Burr. A ripper job by Rodney Burr, the next driver to receive his medal and a finalist this year. How about some noise from Kingaroy, Brett Barron. Driving the Pro 1 race parts, Kenko. Maryborough number 21. How about some noise for Kent Shelford? Our B-main winner in the Caboolture 58 from the Sunshine Coast for Clarko's performance, Tim Weir. We missed one from Mildura and Victoria, the number 19, former national champion, David Smith. Former national champion for Victory Raceway, Victory Lane Race Gear, get it right, Ryan, from Geelong and Victoria, Ashley Parkinson. In his final event ever, he's retiring after this. Make some noise for Brian Galley. The Garrett's Earth Moving, Gympie number 4, 33 on the roof, Glenn Pagel. For Southwest Metals, SNT Electrical and Carboneyard, the New South Wales 36, David Jacoby. For John Collins Electrical, a former Queensland champ from Cairns and North Queensland, John O'Collins. For BJS Engine Works, the Victoria 32 of Brodie Christie. Current Tasmanian champion for True Design Homes, Victoria's Kai Walters. For Kibbles Casino, or Kibbles Cafe in Casino and Performance Wholesale, a former national champion in Greg Walling. For Little's Competition Services, the Victoria 72 from Mildura, Martin Horson. For J&B Pest Control, the Mackay 23 with the driver from Gympie, Josh Krang. Brand new Falcon on debut for Kingaroy Auto Wreckers. And the tallest man in the field, Mark Raymond. From Hamilton and Victoria for Tritech Lubricants. Put your hands together in position 4 for Brock Atkins. Position number 3. He's a former national champion, the current Queensland number 1 for Kingaroy Auto Wreckers. Some noise for Aidan Raymond. The former Queensland champion for B&J Car Sales and Signtech Gladstone. This kid is a rock star. How about some noise for Brodie Boss? And your pole position driver, the defending national champion for NZ in Mildura, for driving for Travis and Karen Shaw. Ladies and gentlemen, some noise for pole position, Cameron Waters. Grab Cameron very quickly here. Hey Cam, that's what it's all about. This is the best way to do it.
Yeah, it's awesome. Obviously starting off pole to back up what we did last year, but yeah, didn't expect to be starting off pole, but yeah, definitely embrace it. Got a fast car. Hopefully we can make it to the end. Racetrack
looks pretty good. It's going to be a ripper race.
Yeah, we thought it was slicking it off, and then you get out here and it's hooky like everywhere. So I think it'll be multiple lines. It'll be really good racing.
Beautiful, mate. Got to get to the end, hey?
Yeah, long way, 40 laps. So yeah, just try and get there at the end, have some tyre at the end, and see where we end up.
Beautiful stuff, mate. It's an absolute honour and a pleasure to have a man of his calibre here. What a job, as these guys are going to about to get strapped in. We're going to... Cool, look at that. A nice shot of our national champion on screen right now with the fireworks going off in the background. And then we're going to send them 4 wide. And then we got some more for you. Warming up. Plenty of fireworks, they're looking pretty good. That's a cool shot looking over Brody Boss's car. With fireworks in the background. The driver's about to back away from the fence and come around and form up to get ready. Good to go, Pricey. We start to build up for Ian Botcher Race Parts and Adam Holt Industries. And Speedway Sedans Australia, the National Modified Sedan title. Getting close. Looking pretty good. The drivers come around to form up for the A main. What a field we have. And he's about to fire these all off in rapid succession to finish us off there. As we get set, that's pretty cool. As our safety crew, ambulances, tracks, and all our infield are going to come around and forward. We're going to keep everyone. And it's time to sound the bells at Kingaroy. It's a cool sight. It's time to get your iPhones out as we send these drivers 4 wide. Thank you to you, the fans, for coming out and supporting this event. To all the drivers and officials that have traveled across the country. Turn your lights on and it's time to get rowdy. Come on, back straight. And here we go. Just send them on their way. Plenty of noise as we go 4 wide. The best drivers in the country. The 2019 National Championship at Ian Botcher Race Parts Kingaroy Speedway. Keep those iPhones going. That's pretty cool. Big finale coming. Here we go. The best in the country have come to Kingaroy to crown the national champion. And what a lineup we have. Oh my goodness! Kingaroy, can I have some noise? Oh yeah! Kingaroy, put your hands together for the class of 2019. Wow. What a field and what a show from Skyward Entertainment. What a show. Cam Waters will start from pole position. Brody Boss from 2, Raymond and Atkins. Mark Raymond and Josh Krang. Martin Horson and Kai Walters. Greg Walling, John O'Collins to top 10. Brody Christie and Glenn Pagel. David Jacoby and Ash Parkinson. Brian Galley, Brett Barron. And our B main transferees, Tim Weir, Kent Shelford, Rodney Burr, and David Smith. What a field. Kingaroy, are you ready? Lights are out and we're about to go green. Ian Botcher Race Parts and Adam Holt Industries bringing you all the action in front of a sellout crowd at Kingaroy. 14 laps to crown the 2019 national champion, Jason, and we are green.
Racing in the national final, and it is car number 1 who leads them into turn number 1. Cam Waters, Brody Boss, Aidan Raymond makes it a row of 3 as they head down the back straight the first time. It is Cam Waters just in front. Brock Atkins makes it a row of 3 behind the national champion, with Raymond in the middle, and on the outside Brody Boss. Behind them Mark Raymond and also Josh Krang. The national champion leads after 1 lap. Waters, Boss, also right there is Aidan Raymond as Boss is still on the outside of Cam Waters. They're 3 wide behind them. It's Waters and Boss side by side down into turn 1 and 2. Back then to Raymond. In the middle is Brock Atkins, Josh Krang. On the inside comes Kai Walters. Back then to Mark Raymond. Well, we go 40 laps without a stoppage. We did last week at Moama. Out in front, Brody Boss now takes up the running from the national champion, Cam Waters. 3rd place is Aidan Raymond. Back then in 4th place is Brock Atkins. Then Kai Walters in 5th place on the outside, Mark Raymond. Back in 7th place is the 23 Josh Krang. John O'Collins is next, back then to Martin Horson. Greg Walling, then Glenn Pagel and Brody Christie. So move down the main straight. Boss, Raymond, back then to Cam Waters who's gone back to 3rd. 4th place is the 43 car of Brock Atkins. Kai Walters and then Mark Raymond is on the outside as they head up into the top turn. Out in front is Brody Boss. Aidan Raymond in 2nd place. They've skipped away a bit from Cam Waters. 4th place Brock Atkins and Kai Walters. Back then to Mark Raymond who makes it 3 wide. Then Josh Krang is the next car running. Then John O'Collins, Marty Horson is next. And then Greg Walling would be about 10th. Into the main straight underneath the ultimate screen. Our race leader is Brody Boss by a car length on Aidan Raymond. Back to Cam Waters in 3rd. Atkins, Walters in a traffic jam. Then Mark Raymond, Josh Krang, John O'Collins. Ahead down the back straight in front of a record viewing audience at home, and a record viewing audience I reckon here at the showgrounds. It's Boss and Raymond. Back in 3rd place Cam Waters. On the inside is Brock Atkins. Then we've got Josh Krang, Mark Raymond, John O'Collins. Marty Horson's in that group as Mark Raymond storms around the outside and makes up a spot on Brock Atkins and Josh Krang. Down the main straight it's a race into. It's Boss and Raymond. Back in 3rd is Waters, then Walters. Mark Raymond there back to Brock Atkins. Josh Krang is next. The next car after that would be John O'Collins. Following John O'Collins would be Marty Horson. And back then to Greg Walling, Brody Christie. Glenn Pagel's the next car on the outside. So we come down the main straight. Oh, one of the cars out the front. One of them's gone off. One of the 2 cars out in front is running out of motor.
Brody's done.
Oh, we got one on fire. Got one on fire further back. There's Brian Galley. Back at the branch though, back in front. It is Brody Boss. Brody Boss and Aidan Raymond as they head down the back straight. One of them doesn't settle that flash. It's Raymond and Boss. Boss and Raymond. Back then to Cam Waters in third place. Back then to Kai Walters and Mark Raymond. Into the main straight, Brody Boss back in front. Boss, Raymond. Classic race so far. Back then in third place is Walters, then Raymond and Atkins. Craig, Collins and Walling. Marty Horson, the next car running. Into the main straight once again. Brody Boss out in front. It's Boss in front who's got the dodgy engine. Kai Walters moves to third. Fourth place is Cam Waters. Back then to Mark Raymond. As the leaders are up in the top turn, they're skipped right away. Under the ultimate screen once again. 13 laps down and 27 to go. It's Brody Boss in a 1975 sidecar. That's what it sounds like. They nearly run into the back markers. Raymond in second place. Drama on the infield with a fire from Brian Galley. Back in third place, it's Kai Walters. Mark Raymond is fourth. Cam Waters has gone back to fifth. And then Brock Atkins. That's the top six. Brody Boss still by 0.3 of a second. Raymond is hounding the hell out of him. Looking to the inside up in the top turn. They come out of the western corner. It is Brody Boss and Aidan Raymond. A long gap back there to Kai Walters and Mark Raymond. Down in past us once again. It's Brody Boss and Aidan Raymond. Raymond comes to the inside once again. They level up at the end of the back straight. And Aidan Raymond pokes the nose in front. Brody Boss on the outside. Boss and Raymond in a classic race so far. 16 down and 24 to go. Boss and Raymond, they're running on rails. The margin is 0.16. Down the back straight once again. They'll be out after Brett Barron in a minute. A traffic jam for the miners. Kai Walters in third place. Boss, Walters, and here's the 21 car. Ken Shelford, he's down low on the track. These two are flying out in front. It's Boss and Aidan Raymond. He can't possibly make a mistake because Raymond will pounce. They're four wide further back in front of us. Trouble here for Tim Weir. Tim Weir is going to bring on the yellows. Oh my goodness. 17 down and 23 to go. Brody Boss and Aidan Raymond putting on an absolute barnstorming classic.
It certainly is. Like the headers or something. The exhaust half fallen off or something. It sounds like a tractor, doesn't it? But it's still hammered down. And he's out in front of the national title. What a battle between Boss and Raymond here. The defending national champ, his car is so tight, he just couldn't go with them. And he said that in that race interview before we went underway. And it certainly is. The racetrack is hooked up right now. And Bossy and Raymond are putting on a clinic in front of a huge crowd right around the country. And the world are watching in here. How about the progress from Kai Walters? He is charging, and he will love this because he's super quick on the racetrack at the moment. Mark Raymond debuting a brand new Falcon, and he's up to fourth. Cam Waters, the defending national champ, is in fifth at the moment. Brock Atkins and Josh Krang. We go to Greg Walling, John O'Collins, Jacoby Horson, Parkinson Pagel, and Bossy's come to the infield to talk to Steve Price. We'll watch with interest here. So Brian Galley, Brett Barron and Tim Weir are out of the event at the moment. The officials looking under the rear of Brett Barron, Commodore. And there is still 23 laps to run. And Bossy comes back out onto the racetrack. It's looking pretty good. It's a plug lead, Jason, for Brody Boss, so he's running around on 5 at the moment. We can't touch a car. We'd love to plug it on for him, but we can't do it. Here we go, Jace.
23 to go. Can he hang on? Brody Boss will lead them down the main straight. It doesn't sound flash. Aidan Raymond is going to try straight away to get underneath. And Kai Walters now with them down the back straight. Then Mark Raymond. Here comes Aidan Raymond. pokes the nose back underneath the Brody Boss, and they've got Kai Walters for company. 3 across the track down the main straight, and Walters sneaks under Raymond. Here in turn 1, Raymond, Walters and Brody Boss. And the one car is gone. Cam Waters is out. He's going back through the field. Cam Waters will be out of the race. They zig and zag. Back to the race leader, Brody Boss. Kai Walters in second place. Raymond, Mark Raymond. Brock Atkins is next. Back in 6th place at 23 and Josh Crang. 3 across the track again for the lead. And Kai Walters might be leaving the best till last. Comes on the outside of Raymond. Up behind Brody Boss. Comes underneath the Brody Boss in 1. Out of 2. And Kai Walters has hit the front. Kai Walters from Victoria leads the national title. Brody Boss in 2nd place. Raymond back to 3rd. Boss trying to fight back. Back in 4th is Brock Atkins. On the outside is Mark Raymond. Raymond back to 4th. Crang in 6th. 7th is Greg Walling, then John O'Collins. Back then to David Jacoby. The next one through Marty Horson, then Glenn Pagel. Ash Parkinson would be 12th at this point. Out of 4 they come underneath the ultimate screen. And it's Walters out in front. Raymond into 2nd. Brody Boss to 3rd. Raymond runs wide. Brody Boss comes back underneath as they level up down the back straight and into turn 3. Back to Mark Raymond in 4th. 5th place is Brock Atkins. And we've got 17 laps to go. Down the main straight they come. 86 Kai Walters in front. Raymond in 2nd place. 3rd place is Brody Boss. Mark Raymond in 4th as they head down the back straight. Back in 5th place is Brock Atkins as Raymond runs wide and Brody Boss comes back underneath the ultimate screen here in the main straight. Another lap put together. 16 laps to go in the national final. Down the back straight, it is Kai Walters out in front by a 2nd. Aidan Raymond 2nd. Back in 3rd place is Brock Atkins. Mark Raymond is 4th. He is under pressure from Brock Atkins in 5th. So I got that bit wrong. Brody Boss is 3rd. So it's Raymond, Boss, Mark Raymond and Brock Atkins. Back in 6th place is Josh Crang. Greg Walling is next, then Jacoby and John O'Collins. Further back to Horson, Parkinson, Christie, David Smith, Rodney Burr and Ken Shelford is about to be lapped by Kai Walters. Here's the chasing pack. Raymond and Boss. 4th place is the 27 of Mark Raymond. He's under pressure from Brock Atkins. Trouble further back in the field.
Christie's ripped the front end out of it, Jace.
Certainly has. Here's our leader. Yellows have come on. Yellows are on.
Yeah, Brody
Christie
ripped the front end out of the 32. Parkinson and the likes all ran into him. David Smith. It was lucky not to be a big incident underneath the ultimate screen right there. And the dust will settle. Or the fog. And Brock Atkins has stopped on the pit straight here. Wow. It's gone crazy. Aidan Raymond onto the infield. Driving through the middle. And he's gone to the infield officials. Raymond's not happy with something. You see him just get over the cushion. Thumbs up. Doing a good job. Where are all the Kai Walters fans? Where are all the Aidan Raymond fans? Who's cheering on Brody Boss from 3? He's still got plenty of support. Well, we're about to find out what happens with 14 laps remaining. Kai Walters has a 1 on the door already. Will he get the 1 he's been chasing? We're going green.
Tasmanian champion Kai Walters still has Aidan Raymond to deal with. Brody Boss has got Brock Atkins and Mark Raymond to deal with. Mark Raymond goes underneath and moves to 3rd. Brock Atkins looking under him as well as they move into the main straight with 13 to go. And Aidan Raymond has not allowed Kai Walters to get away. They level up in the back straight. It's Kai Walters, Aidan Raymond. Mark Raymond is 3rd. Brody Boss on the outside. Brock Atkins in 5th place. And in 6th position is Josh Crang. A dozen laps to go in the national final. It's a heat race from here on in. Kai Walters is out in front by a car length. Back in 2nd place, Aidan Raymond. Third is Mark Raymond. On the outside, Brody Boss. The inside is Brock Atkins. And then Josh Crang. 11 to go in the national final now, with Walters just ahead of Aidan Raymond, the former winner. Down in third place is Mark Raymond. Then we've got Brock Atkins looking to come under Brody Boss. Back to Josh Crang. Seventh is Greg Walling, and then David Jacoby under the ultimate screen with 10 to run. It is still Kai Walters just ahead of Aidan Raymond. Right up against the concrete. Third place is Mark Raymond. Brock Atkins wringing the neck out of that car to try and get underneath of Brody Boss. Back in sixth is Josh Crang, then Greg Walling, David Jacoby, and under the pair of them comes Glenn Pagel. Three wide down the main straight. Following them through would be John O'Collins and Ash Parkinson. Out of the western corner they'll come with 8 laps to go in the national final, and Kai Walters has got a little bit of a buffer. 3 car lengths to Raymond. Mark Raymond third. Brody Boss. And back in 5th place is Brock Atkins. Josh Crang driving some sort of a race in 6th. And Glenn Pagel has passed a wall of cars to move to 7th. 8th place is Jacoby, then Walling and Parkinson. Aidan Raymond coming back. They storm down the back straight, a 16.730 by Aidan Raymond. He's within 0.5 once again. Into the main straight with half a dozen laps to go. Come on, Kingaroy. What a finish we've got. Aidan Raymond out after Kai Walters. Mark Raymond under pressure. Brody Boss. How that car is still going has got me beat. He comes under Raymond. That's for third. Brock Atkins is 5th. Mark Raymond and Brody Boss. And Brock Atkins running 3, 4 and 5. 0.5 of a second between our leaders. Kai Walters and Aidan Raymond have got 4 laps to go. They've dispensed with the opposition. Under the ultimate screen, past the strike, 4 to go. The margin is still 0.5. Mark Raymond, Boss and Brock Atkins, 3rd, 4th and 5th. Back to Josh Crang. Then the next car is 33 and Pagel. And there is a wall of cars with Pagel for the minor placings. 3 to go, Kingaroy. It is still that of Kai Walters. Raymond second. We've got Brock Atkins out of the race. He's on the infield. Third is Mark Raymond. 4th place is Brody Boss. And then Josh Crang is in the top 5. 2 to go this time around. Kai Walters is only 2 laps away from being the new national champion. Aidan Raymond is in 2nd place. Mark Raymond 3rd and Brody Boss 4th. Josh Crang is 5th. Greg Walling, then Pagel up into the top turn. The white flag will greet the drivers this time around. Under the ultimate screen they come. 1 lap to go in the national final. Kai Walters around the outside of a lap car. Down the back straight he goes for the final time. Back then to Aidan Raymond, Mark Raymond and Brody Boss. But come on, ladies and gentlemen, stand up and applaud your new national champion. Kai Walters from Victoria is first home in the national final. Back in 2nd place is Aidan Raymond. 3rd is Mark Raymond, then Brody Boss. With a car under the fence here, the yellows come on. 5th place is Josh Crang, David Smith, Ash Parkinson, Greg Walling, David Jacoby and John O'Collins, your top 10. The margin is 0.931. The quick lap is Aidan Raymond, 16.730. But here is your new national champion, Kai Walters. Wow, Kai Walters, Aidan Raymond, Mark Raymond, Brody Boss and Josh Crang are your top 5.
Wow, show your appreciation, your new national champion, Kai Walters. And boy, doesn't he deserve it. The most travelled driver in the country this year. On the pits, put your hands together for Kai Walters. Stand and applaud, you've witnessed a ripper because they banged down the fence for 40 laps. This place is unbelievable. A very cool sight. Kai Walters. Aidan Raymond 2nd and Mark Raymond 3rd. And we'll probably get some circle work from Kai Walters On the grass, no doubt, on the back straight. Oh, he's going straight to victory lane. Don't worry about that. Come on, it's time, folks. We're going to head to the victory lane in the pit area. And you're all welcome to join down and get around the podium. What an amazing event that was. We're going to try to stay with pictures that if we have the capacity with our wireless camera. I hope everyone comes and joins us in the pit area for this presentation, because you have witnessed an absolute cracker.
You are the 2019 champion, Kai. Come on, get out of the car. Come on, get on the roof. Come on, get on the roof.
And what a performance. And he climbs from the car, folks. You can see it on the ultimate screen. How about some noise for Kai Walters? He broke the checkered flag. What an unbelievable performance. Unbelievable.
Good job, Ryan. Good job.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Unbelievable, Ryan.
We're going to quickly grab Kai Walters here. We'll do official presentation. Wow, congratulations, Kai.
Got no words, Ryan. I have no words.
Good job.
You were outstanding, mate. The car was unreal.
Unbelievable, Kai.
Absolutely fantastic. You drove past so many cars early.
Yeah, no, just it was awesome. I can't thank Chris and Dad and Derek and Calvin and everyone that's helped out this weekend, and there's everyone that's put in all the effort behind the scenes and in the shed during the week, every week before we go racing. I just hope this repays everyone to fill the hours, and I'm just speechless, man.
You guys have travelled the country. You really do. You're huge supporters. It's like your 4th or 5th trip to Queensland this season. You went to Tasmania. It's what it's all about. You need seat time, racing against the best cars in the country, and you, my friend, are the best.
That's so cool. Yeah, no, just you got to race with Aiden and Brody and all the guys that run up front every week, and yeah, I think the seat time racing up here has just been beneficial, and yeah, so good.
Beautiful stuff. Congratulations, mates. Well, look at the crowd of people here. What a great moment as Kai and Peter embrace. They are super happy about it, aren't they? Absolutely fantastic. We are going to take a few quick commercial breaks here and come back with a proper podium presentation here in the pits. I hope you can come and join us, because that was amazing.
Wow, Ryan. What a race. Are you the world?
All right, to get underway with these presentations, ladies and gentlemen, we've got top 5 for modified sedans. How about making plenty of noise here at Kingaroy for our 5th place getter in the modified sedan A-Main for the national finals, Josh Crang. Hey Josh, you've been placed in the national title. We asked you that at the beginning of the weekend. I don't think you'd be standing up here right now.
Nah, definitely wouldn't. Awesome opportunity I've been given. Yeah, it's the second Australian title modified, but yeah, I got 5th in the last one as well, so hopefully move up one year.
For most of that race, you seem to be racing by yourself. You didn't have anyone with you.
Oh, it's probably a good thing. But enjoyed it. Can't thank Jeff and Beck enough for the opportunity. Kingaroy putting on a great weekend, awesome track. I don't think anyone can complain about that race, and it was really good. Thanks to the crew. You guys worked hard to get that car looking immaculate all weekend. So, cheers.
Well done.
Thank you.
Make plenty of noise, ladies and gentlemen, for Josh Green. We'll get you up on the podium. Ken, pop over the other side, Josh. We've got limited range with the camera. In fourth place, make plenty of noise for someone who I think was only on 5 cylinders for most of the race, potential for Brady Boss. So what happened there, Brody? Was it spark plug?
Yeah, spark plug.
But how'd you go so quick? It didn't sound flash.
Oh, near the finish or below it. That's what my attitude was.
Awesome race between yourself and, well, both Raymonds there at one stage. Firstly, Aidan, then Mark.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good running door to door with them guys. Good guys are Kai. He's been fast for a year, last couple of years. Mark, Aidan, Crangy. Good job in a new car. Yeah, I just like to thank all my guys in the pit that busted their ass all week. We had a few dramas in the first couple of heats and all that, but that was good.
Well done.
Thank you.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen, Brady Boss in fourth place. In third place, and what a drive he put on the caliber 27. Plenty of noise from Mark Ramos. And we've got a trophy as well from Mark. Awesome performance there, Mark, in third place tonight.
Can't thank enough everybody that's helped over the weekend. We've had a last few months with trying to get some going.
Ty Walters, you're my hero! Yes,
All the effort they put in to get the car out. Great to be on the podium. First time finished the Jane Model. It's been a while since we've had a new car, and it's showed wonders, which is good to keep with all these blokes. And it's great to race with all these blokes and have a good race.
Well done.
Thank you.
Mark Ramos in third place. Our runner-up, he has won it before, and he put an awesome performance to stay with our winner. Aidan Raymond is your runner-up. Last stop. How cool a race was that? Okay, you didn't win, but you gave it one hell of a shot.
Yeah, mate, absolutely stoked. The second prize been top of the class for a long time, so congratulations to him. Congratulations to all the players and good to see my brother up beside me. To all my family and friends that come and support me, it's always a massive effort. My sponsors, I've got sponsors down skiing, all over Australia that put in and helped me out, so thanks.
Now, before we get on to the second half of the race, the first half of the race went 17 laps without a stoppage, and you and Brody put on some magical racing.
Yeah, good orders were actually completely well loved it. I was battling the car through most of that, it wasn't quite right. So, yeah, congratulations everyone. That was awesome.
Well done tonight.
Thank you.
Aidan Raymond is your runner-up. And your winner from Victoria, the first-time winner of the National Modified Sedans, plenty of noise for Kyle Walters. You're making a few people very happy, Kai. Congratulations. The first half of the race, you were fourth or fifth, and then you made your way into third, and then we had the stoppage, and you made an immediate impact to hit the front.
Yeah, the first half I was just cruising and then the stoppage to go off, and I was pretty happy with the car, it was pretty good, and it wasn't driving too hard, and wasn't loose, and it wasn't tight, it was pretty balanced, so can't thank Dad and Chris and Derek and everyone in the pit, and Calvin and that helped us in the car and get it good, and I don't know, just beat the station.
The second half of the race, we only had two stoppages. There was 12 laps down, we went the second one. It was effectively a heat race. You would have been able to see up on the screen, I guess, who was following you?
Yeah, when they made the photo over the one way, I knew Aiden was there, and I think it was Mark and Rossi and that, but yeah. I thought Aiden had to die because his car was good enough, but that's the way it is.
Confident you had the wheels under you to get to the finish?
Yeah, for sure. Well done tonight. If you'd obviously like to thank new national champion.
Yeah, I'd like to thank everyone that helped this weekend and all sponsors on the car. Chris Edwards, Custom Race Cars for building a badass car. Troopers on Homes, Mobile Team Blasting, Church Cody, Smack Life Smack Repairs, Iron Day Speedway with Sedans, Orange Transport, down on the graphic, Cross Up Promotions, everyone on the car, Radio Street, we've got no words.
Well done tonight. Get up there on the top step of the podium. You are the new national champion modified today. Ladies and gentlemen, Brady Box, Mark Raymond, your runner-up is Aidan Raymond, and your winner, the new national champion, Brady Noise, once again, for Kyle Walters. And once we've got the photos for the modified sedans, we have another presentation.
Good job, mate. Good job, good job. Thanks. Right, that one.